puzzling, shocking, reading the Parsha of the Egel. The entire Jewish nation heard Hashem speak. These were the people that witnessed all the miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim. Moshe Rabbeinu's gone. There they are with a golden calf. What's with them? So Chazal tell us, it wasn't so much that they believed in this Egel Hazav. In fact, the whole thing is beyond us. Aaron declares, this is the God that took you out of Egypt. This golden calf they just created themselves. This took them out of Egypt. Chazal tell us that they use that as an excuse. What they were looking for was freedom. They just got the Ten Commandments, the mitzvahs. We're told all 613 are included in them. Commandments, limitations. How do you get freedom? Serve a cow. How do you get freedom? Drop your ideology. Drop your ideology. So that obviously is common. So much of what people do claim to believe in is not so much a belief that came about because they were seeking truth, but it often comes just to back up whatever it is that they feel like doing. But the real question is, why did the Jews feel like doing anything other than the mitzvahs? Why is it that the Jews who had reached that level didn't understand that this is the greatest? They didn't understand that there's just nothing like this? They missed their freedom, or as we call it, hefkerus. Where'd that come from? In Parshas Hazinu, in Zos HaBracha, what's alluded to is the fact that Hashem was kofa aleim har kegigis. Oh, Rashi Nazinu says it. Al Gozolov Yirachev. He put Har Sinai over them and said, either you accept this or the mountain is going to fall on you. Sham take for aschem. You'll be buried there alive. So much so that the Gemara tells us, until the story of Purim, Modah Rabba Loraisa, the Jews have a way out. We accepted it under duress. Purim, they accepted it out of joy, willfully. And until then, this seems to be the most crucial element in a Jew's choosing whose side he's on. Is he keeping mitzvahs at gunpoint? Listen, what can I do? There's a creator. I know he's there. He told us this is what we got to do. I don't want to burn. He's bigger than me. So, what can you do? There's a limit to how long a human being will survive being straitjacketed. He's going to run. He's going to run. The alternative is the realization that Creator of heaven and earth led us in on the secret of just how life can be great. How to get the most out of this world that Hashem created, which was his intended purpose anyway. This is it. You're on one side or the other. I'll go a little further. I'd say that within orthodoxy, among Jews who observe, these two attitudes continue to exist. There are those who observe because they know there's a creator and sustainer and that one day will be held responsible. We're going to have to account for our actions. Or another form of that, I guess this is what you got to do if you call yourself Orthodox. And then there's the other side. The other side is, wow. The other side is, I want this secret. Wow, there's nothing like it. The first one can't survive. This is human nature. It cannot go on for too long. What happens is some will just make compromises to make it more livable, and others will just gradually drop the whole thing. Because I know what I want out of life. I know what's fun. I know what I enjoy. And the Torah is always in my way. So how long do you put up with that? An orthodoxy that is based on, listen, I'm an Orthodox Jew, and these are the rules. What that really means is I have my goals, and Hashem interferes with them. So how long can you live like that? Can you go through life like that? We humans are not built for it. And then there's the alternative. "40 days after hearing Hashem speak, Vayakumu litzachek." They created a golden calf so that they could once again embrace immorality. Because Torah is not fun. They wanted fun. That can't work. That can't work. Even if you know it. You know it. You heard Hashem speak. The whole nation heard it. By the way, the Gemara asks, why is it that the Jews went through what they did in the story of Purim? Why was there such a gezerah? Why was there a heavenly decree for their lives to be at stake? And the first opinion in the Gemara says, Nehenu misudas Achashverosh. Which, if you take the words literally, it means they enjoyed Achashverosh's dinner. Right? He made this big dinner to celebrate the establishment or the solidification of his reign. The Jews had to go, but they enjoyed it. What was Achashverosh's bash like? That was not a place for a nice Jewish boy. They enjoyed it. For a Jew to enjoy that kind of life, it's obvious they missed the point. And that's why after the miracle of Purim, they understood where they went wrong. And they embraced a totally different Judaism. Meirotzon. A Judaism where we second the motion and say, wow. We're not doing this at gunpoint. There's nothing like it. The Judaism you're studying is one of religious coercion. You missed it. The pasuk with the famous translation of it, of the Maggid of Dubnov. Lo usi karasa Yaakov bi'agato Yisrael. It couldn't be that you're subscribing to me, Hashem says, because it's too much of a strain. If Judaism is too much of a strain, something's wrong. It's not Hashem's religion. That's not what he had in mind. Sure, you got to work hard, but you're not working against yourself. You're enjoying every minute. You're enjoying every challenge. Appreciating what it means to grow as a human being. Appreciating what it is to be bigger. Appreciating working on one's midos. Appreciating becoming wiser. Understanding every word of Hashem. And then understanding every situation in life in a mature way. Feeling the depths of a relationship with Hashem through His Torah and mitzvahs. To then turn around, look at the street and say, that's supposed to be the competition? I'm choosing between depth of feeling, intellect, intelligence, maturity, and the emptiness of the street. Fun. An adult is supposed to look back at the good old days. I wish it was a 3-year-old again. Life was so much fun. No responsibilities. no social responsibilities. Better yet, as an infant, no matter what I did, everyone smiled. Didn't have to worry about manners. Didn't have to be sensitive to anybody. Does anyone think that way? We don't appreciate our adulthood. We don't appreciate that we have the ability to understand things as they are, make intelligent decisions, create meaningful goals, and above all, feel for one another and feel a closeness to the Creator. We look back and miss the days of immaturity. It's really a matter of growing up. That's the choice. But if you find yourself observing, because you know it's true, and you know there's a Creator, and you're afraid, it's not going to last. Ultimately, you're going to flee. Humans don't put up with that. Certainly not in this day and age. 40 days later, they're worshiping a golden calf. 40 days later, they want to become lowlives again. Appreciate what it means to be a rational human being, to experience life in a mature way, in an intelligent way, tuning into real feelings, developing real wholesome relationships, and above all, a relationship with the Creator of heaven and earth. Where you look forward to a davening where you can speak to Him and not look at your watch and see when you can get it over with. Sitting down to learn, to know that you're aligning your brain with the wisdom of the Creator, going through the process of making sense of things with an excitement. And above all, feeling right with yourself. Feeling good about yourself in a real way. Not having fun and then seeing yourself as a nobody. It doesn't seem to be that having fun builds anyone's self-esteem. Building yourself in a way that only Torah can do it. That gives you the true feeling of happiness, of being what we call being sholem with oneself, being complete with oneself, being happy with yourself, not complacent but happy, believing in yourself. So let's not make that mistake again. Make sure that the Torah you're learning is the Torah that you know is the secret to the highest quality of life. And that's the Torah you share with everyone around you, because that's the one that's forever. That's the one that doesn't peter out. That's the mentality that the Jews who survived assimilation, who survived anti-Semitism, that's the pride they went with. That's the love of Hashem and the love of Torah that nothing can conquer. Develop that, and it's forever.